Amelia Earhart, a name synonymous with bravery, ambition, and a quest to break boundaries. As one of the most famous pioneers of aviation, she inspired millions with her incredible feats and relentless determination. But in 1937, at the height of her fame, Amelia Earhart vanished without a trace, leaving behind only questions and a legacy of mystery that still endures to this day. Her disappearance during her attempt to become the first woman to fly around the world remains one of the most famous unsolved mysteries of the 20th century. Despite decades of research, theories, and expeditions, the truth about what happened to Earhart and her navigator, Fred Noonan, continues to elude us. In this video, we'll take you through the events leading up to her fateful flight, explore the theories surrounding her disappearance, and dive deep into the evidence that has both puzzled and intrigued experts, conspiracy theorists, and enthusiasts alike. Buckle up, we're about to take you on a journey to uncover the mystery of Amelia Earhart's disappearance. Amelia Mary Earhart was born on July 24, 1897, in Atchison, Kansas. From a young age, she showed an adventurous spirit, often defying societal expectations for women in her time. But it wasn't until 1920, when she first took a ride in an airplane, that her passion for aviation was ignited. In 1928, Earhart became the first woman to fly across the Atlantic Ocean, although as a passenger. But this was only the beginning. She didn't just want to be a passenger. She wanted to fly solo, to prove to the world that women could achieve greatness in fields once dominated by men. In 1932, she became the first woman to fly solo non-stop across the Atlantic. That flight cemented her place in history and marked the beginning of her global fame. Amelia went on to set numerous records, including the first woman to fly solo across the United States and the first woman to fly solo from Hawaii to the mainland U.S. Amelia's daring achievements brought her widespread acclaim, and she became a household name. But it was her next challenge, her most ambitious flight yet, that would change everything. In 1937, Earhart set her sights on a new goal: to be the first woman to fly around the world. But this wasn't going to be just any ordinary flight. She would be attempting to fly around the globe at the equator, covering a distance of nearly 29,000 miles. Amelia's navigator, Fred Noonan, a seasoned aviator and expert navigator, was by her side to assist her on this perilous journey. The flight began on May 21, 1937, from Oakland, California, and it was supposed to be a historic adventure that would further cement Earhart's place in the annals of aviation. Over the next few weeks, Amelia and Noonan made stops in places like South America, Africa, and India. But the most challenging leg of the journey was the Pacific crossing, which was set to be the final stretch before completing their around-the-world flight. On July 2, 1937, Amelia and Fred took off from La, Papua New Guinea, bound for Howland Island, a tiny patch of land in the vast Pacific Ocean. The island was only 1.5 miles long and 1 mile wide, with no harbor, and it was difficult to locate. But it was a crucial refueling stop on their journey. As Amelia's plane, the Lockheed Electra, flew across the Pacific, radio transmissions from the aircraft began to grow increasingly erratic. Amelia and Fred's voices were heard over the radio, but their words were often difficult to understand. The weather was poor, and the plane's fuel was running low. Amelia made several attempts to contact the Coast Guard, but there was no response. Around 8:43 a.m., Earhart made her final transmission. She told the Coast Guard that they were running out of fuel and could not see the island. The transmission was faint, and it was the last anyone ever heard from Amelia and Fred. After that, radio contact was lost. The plane had vanished. The U.S. government immediately launched an extensive search operation. Planes and ships scoured the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, covering thousands of square miles in an attempt to find any trace of the missing aircraft. But despite the exhaustive search efforts, no wreckage was found. And after 2 weeks, the search was called off. Amelia's husband, George Putnam, was devastated by the disappearance. But in the years that followed, he never gave up hope. The mystery of Amelia Earhart's disappearance would go on to haunt the world. For decades, theories have swirled around Amelia Earhart's disappearance. Some believe she crashed into the Pacific Ocean, while others suspect she was taken prisoner by the Japanese. Let's examine some of the most well-known theories about what happened to Amelia Earhart. Theory 1. Amelia crashed and sank in the Pacific. One of the most widely accepted theories is that Earhart's plane simply ran out of fuel and crashed into the Pacific Ocean. With no definitive evidence of the wreckage, it's possible that the plane sank and it remains undiscovered to this day. Theory 2. captured by the Japanese. Another theory suggests that Earhart and Noonan were captured by the Japanese military. Some claim that their planes strayed into Japanese-controlled territory and that the two aviators were taken as prisoners. However, there is no hard evidence to support this, and many historians dismiss this theory as speculation. Theory 3. The Nikumaroro Island Hypothesis. Perhaps one of the most intriguing theories is that Earhart and Noonan crash-landed on Nikumaroro Island, located about 350 miles south of Howland Island. The remains of a woman's shoe, bones, and other artifacts have been found on the island, sparking speculation that Earhart may have survived for a time after crash, but eventually perished there. Despite ongoing investigations and expeditions to Nikumaroro, no conclusive evidence has ever been found to support this theory. Still, the possibility remains that the mystery could one day be solved. Part 5. The Enduring Legacy. Amelia Earhart's disappearance left a hole in the hearts of many around the world. A symbol of courage, her legacy continues to inspire generations of women to pursue their dreams, no matter how impossible they may seem. Though her final flight ended in tragedy, her legacy as one of the greatest pioneers in aviation endures. Amelia's story serves as a reminder that the pursuit of the unknown, the quest for adventure, and the desire to push the boundaries of what's possible will never fade. She may have disappeared from the world's radar, but her story lives on, forever etched in the history of aviation. The mystery of Amelia Earhart's disappearance remains unsolved to this day. But perhaps one day we will finally uncover the truth. Until then, we are left with the enduring question: what really happened to Amelia Earhart? Thank you for joining us in uncovering the mystery of Amelia Earhart. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Leave your thoughts and theories in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay updated on more unsolved mysteries. The mystery of the disappearance of Amelia Earhart, the search for answers.